Hey everyone, it's Russ Nestovich with Nestovich Law, and I just wanted to come to you tonight with a very, very brief but important tip for people who are dealing with trusts for minor children as part of their estate plan. So this applies to parents of minor children or potentially grandparents of minor children. So if you are leaving assets to your grandchild, or if you are parents of a minor child and are just doing estate planning in case something, God forbid, happens to you and your spouse and your minor children are left behind, generally what we do is we leave assets to those minors in the form of trust so that they don't get it when they turn 18 years old. There's a number of interesting considerations that you can look at when planning those trusts. For example, you can look at staged distributions. So if you have a minor who inherits assets, you want the trustee to be able to use the money for things like healthcare and education and general maintenance and support. And you want to give the trustee that discretion. But some of the things that you should be considering is, should that child have unfettered access to the trust when they turn 25 or 30 or 35? Do you want to do stage distributions where they may get 25% at 25, 30% at age 30, and the rest at age 35? Do you want to hold it longer than that? Do you want to go until they're 40 or 50 or 60? You certainly can do that. Do you want to make the assets match with something going on in their lives? So for example, you can give them a portion of assets upon college graduation or age 30, whichever comes first. That may encourage them to go to college. You may say that for the first 10 years after college graduation, you'll do a salary match. That may encourage them to either be a little bit more aggressive in pursuing work, or it may encourage them to pursue a career that may earn them a little less money, but may make them happier because they may not have to worry about money because they'll know they'll get a match to their salary from their trust, and that'll allow them to get a little bit of a head start in life. Do you want them to be able to use the money for things like a wedding, starting a business, buying a first home, those types of things? Do you want to ensure that the trustee has that discretion, or do you want to really limit the trustee's discretion? If you have multiple kids for some amount of time, do you want to use what's called a common trust where all the kids deal from the same pot? You might want to do that if you think that some kids might go to very expensive schools and some kids may go to inexpensive schools, so that way the kids who go to expensive schools aren't penalized. They don't wind up losing money because they went to an expensive school and then having less when they're done. So all of these factors are factors that you want to consider in terms of when the children can access the money, for what purposes they can access the money, and how many kids you're going to have and how that money is going to be used. Generally, you can keep things simple. You can give the trustee lots of discretion. You can say that the money is to be used for healthcare, education, maintenance, and support. And then at certain ages, the kids can have access to the money without having to go to the trustee. Or you can be much more restrictive and much more detailed in what you want and don't want. Generally, we suggest starting simple. And then if there's things that really, really matter to you, adding those things in. If you have any questions about that, please give us a call. Our number is 856-439-6223. Happy to talk to you. Thanks so much. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.